going to be more powerful. So I want you guys to be following up on every Wednesdays and Sunday. For now, we'll be having this Zoom 8 p.m. Nigeria time. What are we going to be learning? We are going to be learning the new discovery of BTP ecosystem, then the how to have a lot of stream of income in DTP, because some people are asking me about crypto and some people are asking me about it. Do you have robots? A lot of people ask several questions, but today we are going to be bringing it to our doorstep one after the other. Now, what we want you guys to understand now is the roadmap, what DTP is all about, and also the ecosystem. So tonight we'll be talking about the roadmap and also the ecosystem. So I want you guys to follow me and pay attention. DIGIT10PRO is the digital currency of the professionals, by the professionals, and for the professionals, a truly democratic and digitalized crypto. Now, when you talk about the future of cryptocurrency, the future is here. DIGIT10PRO DTP seeks to perfect the world of cryptocurrency transaction with speed, transparency, and near zero transaction fee, with a larger ecosystem for acceptability and usability. These two key things are very important: acceptability and usability. We also have P2P exchange, centralized exchanges, and also topmost exchanges. Now, if you follow the roadmap, before then, let's talk about the cryptocurrency news. Now, a lot of people actually want to venture into crypto, but like I was in church today, a lot of people are discussing when we are talking in the youth, talking about crypto. Many people are asking some questions that they are actually bought a lot of coin, and at the end of the day, they realize that those coins are going down instead of going up, because what they told them is not what they meant. But I told them, I said, there's difference between you just coming into cryptocurrency, buying coin. You need to understand how the market works. Now, what makes Bitcoin to become what it is today is the acceptability and usability of it, because this is a digital currency. This is cryptocurrency whereby we are not holding it now, but there is a value attached to it. Now, what will make the value to be there is when you know that you can actually take this particular digital currency, transfer to somebody else, and pick up a commodity. Now, when the acceptability of that digital currency or coin is not there, then it won't be useful. Definitely, you can just transfer something to me, and I cannot use that thing, because when I'm buying with a what? With a currency. Now, by the time it gets to my hand, and I want to actually use it to get something else, then there is no market that will accept it. So when there is no acceptability and there is no usability, then definitely there is no need of you having that token or coin or digital currency. Now, that is one of the things that have made Bitcoin to rise, because a lot of people all over the world are using Bitcoin, Ethereum, and also BNB. Now, these are one of the things that makes them rising every day. So this is actual part that we need to understand in the business, that it's not just about coming into cryptocurrency world, this industry. No, it's about getting to understand what is the value in this. How am I sure this particular thing I'm venturing into are going to have a value in the future? So if you look at this part is where I want you guys to understand tonight, or whenever you're watching this video, I want you to pay attention to this, that the acceptability and usability of any coin is very important, and that is what you need to know to understand if it's going to have a future or not. So let's look into this. When they started Bitcoin in 2009, if anybody have bought $100 in Bitcoin, now it's worth over $400 million. Now, just look at the time, 2009 to 2021, what has happened? Now, the only thing that has happened is that the value has increased, because then a lot of people cannot even tell me Bitcoin for me to use as an exchange of commodity. But there are some people behind the scene that build up this Bitcoin. And that is the same thing we are trying to do today, because there are some people that started up Bitcoin, that started accepting it as a means of payment before it now becomes a global thing, that a lot of people are now using it everywhere. And when they are now launching their coin, then it now has a bigger value. Why? Because everybody is now willing to hold it because they can actually use it for an exchange of commodity somewhere. So the usability and accessibility of it is being controlled by the blockchain. So they also have a blockchain, because one thing we need to understand in cryptocurrency, by the time you are launching your coin base, now if you declare, let's say you declare a certain number of amount, it can never be reduced or never be increased. So it will only be what? Changing value, changing hand. So now, if I have it and I look at it that it has a value, I can tell you that it's going to be going out for so amount of money, because a lot of people want to hold it and they cannot hold more than the number that has been issued. So that is one of the things that make a particular coin to rise. But when a lot of people are not even willing to buy it, to hold it, then the value goes down. So what are we trying to look at here is that how do they build Bitcoin in the same way we want to build DIGIT10PRO? So if you understand it very well, now I'm going to be asking you a question. Are you ready for a crypto lifestyle? Now, if you want to go into a crypto lifestyle, then no more you unusable coin and everyday coin, because a lot of people have actually been venturing into unusable coin. And that is why they say that when they put their money, by the time they will even at all want to like, okay, let me change it back, the value will have gone down, because there is nothing like anytime, anywhere, locally, globally, online, that they can accept that particular coin. Then the value goes down. So what are we building DIGIT10PRO for? Why are we doing? Let's first look at the roadmap. Now, DTP roadmap started from 2020. We are now in 2021. Now, what are we doing since 2020 up to this time? We are bringing professionals from different parts of the world in a decentralized model to develop DTP digital currency solution. Now, since 2020, this thing has been ongoing, and now we are coming live. So the first thing on the roadmap is December 2021, which was when the launch of DTP ecosystem. The ecosystem was launched on the 24th of December 2021, and we are looking at the second roadmap, which is March 2022. That is, by then, by default, between now and March, the DTP mobile app launch will have been launched on Android and iOS. Now, comes May, the token based on TRC20 token will be launched. Now, and that is why if you check the promo that actually come up today, this promo has actually come up today, that everybody that are going to be registered on or before 4th January 2022 are going to be having 500 token, DTP token, free of charge come May. That is, by the time the token is going to be launched, then they will be having 500. That is 500. Let's assume we are even looking at it based on the dollar we are having, because it can never be below $1. Now, that means they will be getting $500 free by May. How much are they coming in with the system? You are going to know if you just continue watching the video or you continue listening to us. So it's the DTP itself is the token itself is going to be launched by May, and also will now start our DTP staking, because by the time the token is being launched, what happens is a lot of people want to hold the token and some want to stake. Now, what is staking? Staking, just like in bank, in real life, you're buying shares. Okay, I want to stake my money. I want to put my money as a fixed deposit, or I want to be part of the shareholders, or to just invest in some particular investment, just like real estate and the rest. So in crypto world, they call it staking. And in staking, you'll be getting a percentage, because if you fix your money in a bank, you actually be getting interest. So the staking interest you'll be getting is ranging from 1% to 3% monthly by that May 2022. But by that time, a lot of people that are not even in the ecosystem want to come in and get the token. Now, that is where the coin aspect comes in. They want to get the token for them. They can later now stake, because we will have launched our token base. Then the next one is that we will now start staking, where you and I that have money in the ecosystem can actually stake. And one of the staking we are looking into is the real estate. For instance, we might say we want to buy a land, want to acquire some lands and start selling it later back. And by the time you're buying it, definitely it will appreciate itself. The value itself will have appreciated, and yet that there are going to be a lot of stuff, a lot of businesses that are going to be coming up that they can actually be making profit on a daily basis that will pay this monthly 1 to 3% will never be a problem. And the capital you have taken, they will still ensure that is there the business, because we are going to be going into the real life scenario. Like I've said, the promo has started. Now, the empowerment phase of the ecosystem comes August 2022. We are going to be get listed in the DEX and the topmost exchange. By that time, as you have USDT in Binance, you also be having DTPT in Binance and the rest. So by November 2022, we'll now develop the DTP blockchain and DTP cryptocurrency wallet and mobile wallet. So by November next year, all these things will have actually been done. Then come December 2022, then we'll be certain to say that the ecosystem empowerment through the token by the ecosystem and for the ecosystem, in the sense that a lot of people will actually be making money by then through the ecosystem, and through that we'll have done a lot of, we'll have empowered a lot of people in the system. Already a lot of people have actually been making money now. And comes February 2023, the launch of DTP marketplace. Now the marketplace is already in place. For those that have registered, you can actually go to your back office and check. The marketplace itself is ready in the system. But by that time, just imagine we now have over 200,000 persons or 1 million persons in this ecosystem, and you have a privilege, once you are a member of this ecosystem, to now display your product free of charge. Now imagine, because by that time a lot of people want to use their DTP to buy whatever thing you are selling in the market. Now that means you coming in with just 40 DTP. Now you have a privilege to display your market to the entire 1 million person in the system. Those that are outside the country, those that are within the country, and the rest. So by the time you're having that, definitely you already have, with your $40, you already have a potential customer, because there will allow members to use DTP to transfer in the marketplace. Then the exchange and the value that we are looking for, because what we are building, what we are coming up to build, is the usability and the acceptability of this DTP. So by the time the marketplace is being launched, and we have over, just let's assume we have 1 million person in the system, then your market is already open to over 1 million customer. With just, if you want to run adverts for that, I'm very sure for those that knows how to run advert, $40 cannot cover that, and this goes for life. Now comes to June 2023, the tokenization of businesses from superstore to automobiles to real estate, and making acquisition and transfer of assets happen in real time and in a secure, decentralized ecosystem. So you can see that we are going to be going live in the real lifetime to also see how this thing can be placed. So let's go to the next one. Now, DTP has developed a self-powered ecosystem. Now, this self-powered ecosystem, how is it going to be operated? We need to know now. Now, this is going to be operated by a one-time contribution of 40 DTP. Now, and you position yourself to receive up to 40 million DTP. How is it going to happen in the system? Like everybody coming into the ecosystem, you are only to contribute just your registration fee of 40 DTP. For you to become a register with DIGIT10PRO is free. But for you to enter the ecosystem, you need to contribute a 40 DTP. The ecosystem empowerment, we believe that we can create millionaires daily if we assume that 1 million persons agree to donate $1 each to one person. That means in 365 days, we can actually have built 365 millionaires. And that is our goal, that between now and next year, December, we should have vetted people that we call millionaires, 365 more than that will have become a millionaire with our system. With this in mind, we have developed a simple system to help empower our ecosystem with a one-time donation of 40 DTP. 1 DTP is 1 USDT. Now, if you look at this, this is called a 3x2 matrix, and we call it also a follow me system, because there are some key things we need to understand. A lot of people have actually started a business like this, a concept like this with a company, and at the end of the day, they started with the company, but they didn't grow with the company. And that was why we have to look into it, that everybody must grow together, and we have a follow me matrix with the ecosystem. So the ecosystem has a 3x2 matrix and with a follow me system. And the follow me system is to ensure that everybody in the system is growing together, and you will never miss a contribution. So how are we going to be earning from this? For a lot of people that are not even used to the metrics part of it, then we need to go into details to note that you only contribute just 40 DTP a one time only. Every DiGIT10 provides you with a contribution to activate the next level. Now, this next level is very important. Don't forget that everybody that are coming on board now, between now and 4th of January, are going to be getting 500 DTP token free of charge comes May, when we are going to be launching. This is wow. This is so powerful, and this is what a lot of people want to hear. But your own part is to ensure that you tell everybody that you know. Let them come on board now, so that by that May, already they will be getting, this is even more than, even if there's nothing coming to do in their system, actually they will be enjoying $500 free of charge comes May, if they can come up between now and 4th of January. Now let's look into our DIGIT1. When you come into the system, you activate with 40 DTP. How do you earn from the ecosystem? Now, we have 4 ways of earning in the system. Number 1 is direct referral. That is, whoever you are bringing into the system, you earn from this person directly. That is, you're earning 10% of that person's contribution. That is the first thing you earn in the system. Then the second one is called advancement. Now, advancement happens from DIGIT2 to DIGIT10. That is, as people are progressing from DIGIT1 to DIGIT2, now they are using some money as an advancement to activate the next stage. Then if you bring the person to the system, you'll still be earning 10% from their advancement, which is the second part of your earning. Then either you are the one that brought the person, or you are not the one. Anybody that joins your level 1, you earn from them. Anybody that falls under your level 2, you also earn from them. Don't forget that this is the follow me method. That is, the person that appears on your level 1 and your level 2 are the same person that will keep appearing from your level 1 and level 2 till you reach from DIGIT1 to DIGIT10. So let's look at it in a scenario like this. That is, I have registered with somebody's link. Now, I will only activate with 40 DTP. After activation, now I brought in my first person, I will earn 4 DTP, that is 10% of this person's money. I brought in the second person, I will also earn 4 DTP from them. Then I brought in the third person. Now, this is what you call referral, direct referral. We will earn 4 DTP in all the person you have brought to the system. Then we have second one, level. Now, level earning is all the people that are in your first level, you earn 4 DTP from them. 4 DTP from all the people that fall under your first level. Either you are the one that bring them, either you are the one that bring them on board, or you are not the one that bring them on board. You earn this from them. You earn this from them. Either you are the one that bring them, or you are not the one that bring them on board. You earn this from them. Now, that is, then the next one is, by the time they also are bringing in somebody, by the time they are bringing in somebody to the system, what happened? What happened to them is that, sorry, the noise is coming up. Now, what happened is that as they are coming into the system, then you also earn from them. Now, look at, by the time these other people are bringing their own 3 also, now all these 3 that comes under you are formulating your level 2. So what happened? If you are the one that brought the entire 9 into the system, you still earn additional 444 DTP on all of them. That is your direct referral. But because they fall on your level 2 in the system, you earn 8 DTP. That is, all the person that fall on your level 2 in your system, in your DIGIT1, you earn 8 DTP each on them. Either you're the one that brought them to the system or you are not the one. As far as they are in your level 2, you earn 8 DTP on them. Now, don't forget here that we said on each of the 9 that comes on your level 2, now $20 will actually goes to your advancement. If you multiply 20 by 9, that is $180. That money will just be in the advancement. Note, money in the advancement cannot be cashed out. It is only meant for you to activate the next level. Now look at this account. This account has actually gotten the 12% completed. You can see the advancement is here, $180 advancement. Now, this person will only need to what? To come to his own package activation under the network to click on activation. So the person will just click activate here on DIGIT2, and the $180 will go away and the person will come into DIGIT2. Now, once the person comes into DIGIT2, anybody that comes under the system will be dropping under the person in DIGIT2. Don't forget that you only need to contribute once. The only $40 that you have brought into the system is the only thing that is involved. Every other money you generate it from the system. Now, when you activate your DIGIT2 with $180, now who brought you to the system will earn 10% of your activation. Don't forget that is why the system also pays who is recruiting, not just because I can come into the system and because it's a follow me metric, people can actually come and start dropping under me and I will keep earning. But don't forget that the activation alone, the advancement money from DIGIT2 to DIGIT10 is powerful, is wonderful. And that, by that time, somebody can be in DIGIT3 and start earning big. Why? Because he might have brought a lot of people into the system. By the time those people are now earning, are moving from one level to another, you will be enjoying 10% of their advancement activation. Now, let's look at DIGIT2. What happened to DIGIT2? Imagine you are now bringing this person. You are the one that brought them when they are in DIGIT1. As they are activating their DIGIT2, they are also entering DIGIT2. You'll be earning a 10% of their activation. That is, they are using $180 to activate to their DIGIT2. So you'll be earning 18 DTP from there. But don't forget that all of them are falling on your level 1 as they are fall under the DIGIT1. Then anybody that falls on your level 1 in DIGIT2, you earn $18 from them, 18 DTP. Then comes by the time, if you are the one that brought this entire 9, you earn another 10% of the advancement, that is 18 DTP. But if you are not the one, if they are the one individually, they earn their 8 DTP. But because they are in your level 2, now level 2 payments will be done for each of them as they are dropping to level 2. They pay you 36 DTP, 36 DTP. You get into the system. So let's do the math. Now, let's assume into the system, I was the one that brought all the people in green clothes. Then I will earn this 18 DTP of their advancement, and I will also earn their level 1. Now, let's look at the people in green. Those people in green are the one that I referred myself. So what happens? As they are coming to the system, I will enjoy their $18 also. That is, their activation money of their DIGIT2, it is me that the system will pay it to. And I will still earn, they are coming to my level 2, I will earn 36 DTP from all of them. So you can see, you can refer up to 100 persons into the system. You can refer up to 200 persons to the system. All they have to just use promote your link. You have a referral link. Let them use your referral link to come into the system. The system itself do the placement, and they are doing the placement from left to the right. Now we have DIGIT3. Imagine somebody using 810 to activate in DIGIT10. That is, anybody that brought them to the system will be getting $81. Imagine DIGIT4, I'll be having $364. Imagine DIGIT5, I'll be earning $1,640 on them. And in DIGIT6, imagine on just activation, I'll be enjoying $7,381. Look at DIGIT7, I'll be enjoying $33,215 just on one person that activates, that move to DIGIT7. Let's assume that I brought in just 7 persons to the system, and all the 7s are activating their DIGIT8. On each one person, I'll be enjoying $149,000 times 7. So you can see that, imagine you are not able to bring 100 persons to the system. As everybody is moving from one digit to another, you'll be enjoying this advantage. Just be sitting down and be seeing that your ecosystem is just building, because that money will be going to you that brought them to the system. But their level, each level will pay to whoever they fall under, they enjoy their level. But the activation advancement that is so much powerful, that has a lot of money, will be going to whoever brought them into the system. And that is why a lot of people keep recruiting to the system with your one activation. Now, let me state this. Even if you have more than one account, don't forget that you have to use your first account to actually use to share to a lot of people to come on board, so that every other person under you can benefit and your entire account can grow together. So let's look at this. Having received the empowerment of over 63,000 DTP, every member ends up with a reserve of 136 million DTP. That is, after you have cashed out the entire money that they have stated in digit 1 to 10, you still have a reserve of over 136 million DTP. That is, once you are able to get to digit 10, this reserve is there and giving you a rise to a rich ecosystem. So what is our mission? Our mission is to make DTP the most widely accepted digital currency, not just traded in the exchange, but accepted for local and international business transactions. And if you look at it, that was why we have our marketplace. Our marketplace is taking care of this our mission, because we want you and I, once we know that we can convert our money back in Naira, definitely somebody can collect the DTP from you in the marketplace. Why? Because the person can transfer the money. By the time we are launching our own DTP token, then you can withdraw that. We don't even need to go and start moving from USDT before we move it to any of our currency. You withdraw it. As we have USDT, you also have DTPT. So that is our mission. Then our vision is to become the most secure and usable digital currency. Our core value, to enrich every partner and members of our ecosystem. So let's look at DIGIT10PRO, our system. Now, one of the things is that you also enjoy some value. So some people are asking us, what are our products? What am I going to get when I come into the system? You get a lot in the system. You get a training of how you can build your own personal e-commerce, because for you to be using our DTP, you should have your own e-commerce platform. Don't forget that we are going to have a marketplace, combines every registered member in the system, but you also should have your own e-commerce platform that people can actually come there and shop. And instead of them paying you in Naira, they can just ask for your username and transfer DTP to you, when you know that you can actually at any time convert this money into any currency of your choice. So online business link, the landing page, and all these things are ready as I'm speaking to you. And we are going to be releasing them by next week. Social media, Facebook, advert, training, and the rest. Contact recommendation that you can, if you cannot close it, you have videos, you have flyers, home seminars, and the rest for you to actually use. Don't forget that every member of the system, everybody that joined the system, enjoy all this training free of charge. We have a lot of trainers that are coming on board. We have Mr. Gloria, hi, myself, Mr. Imo. We have Mr. Azubuke. A lot of trainers are already on ground to do justice to all these things. Because once anybody is coming to the system, they enjoy all this. If you look at all this, the ecosystem is giving back more than what you have contributed to the system. And don't forget that this is good for a market people. A market people, those are going into businesses. Now imagine you having opportunity that you are going to be listed in the marketplace where over millions of people are going to be there all over the world, and you have access with just $40 into the system. So let's check our system. Look at our system. This is how DIGIT10PRO.org is the website. And if you want to register, you can see join now. The join now button is not working. Why? Because it is somebody that directed you to this place. So you have to go back to that person. The person will send you a referral link to use to actually register. So for those of you that have registered, a lot of people are asking, how are they going to do it? So if you click on any of the link they sent to you, it will take you to this place. Then when you click on agree to terms of use, then it will show you where you can fill your form. So to fill form to join DIGIT10PRO is free. So you can actually send to a lot of people for them to register. But whenever they want to activate and comes into the ecosystem, that is when they pay 40 DTP. So now when they fill their username, they fill out his email. Email is very important. Full names. They also fill their phone number, password, and they click on register. So when they do this, it comes to this. Then that means you should have either Binance or Trust Wallet. You should have this address. You place your address here. But for the purpose of those that didn't have this at the time you are having this registration, you can just put in any number there. You can actually go back anytime to go and edit it and put your true address there. So you just click on any number, type any number and click on save information. Then when you click on save information, it takes you to this place. Now, what are you going to be doing? This is where you have to activate your account. Now, it's either you use your voucher or you use wallet activation. So for those of you that are in Nigeria currently and you don't have Binance yet, you don't have address yet, and you're finding it difficult, you can actually chat me up or call on your person that sent you the link to chat up the admin. Definitely, you're going to pay 25,000 in Naira and get a voucher to activate yourself. Now, when you get a voucher, you just input the voucher number there, then you click on activate with voucher. We place this because of a lot of people might be having difficult to actually get USDT and the rest. And to save that stress, we have created voucher activation. And for those that have USDT, you can actually click on wallet activation. Once you click on wallet activation, at this point, please, it's very important, just put 43 BTP here. Now, because if you put up 40 here and you want to pay with USDT, don't forget that there are a lot of charges, the system and the app, the Binance or what you want to use. Definitely, by the time they charge, what will be coming here to DTP might not be up to 40 again if you use 40. So use 43, we have tested that and all the charges are completed with that. So when you put that, you click on pay with USDT, then it will bring out this particular thing. You just copy this address and go and put it in your own Binance or your Trust Wallet to get it connected to your account. So anytime you want to do registration, what you copy will actually pop up and you actually go there within the stipulated time and you do it. You can see, then if you want to withdraw the same thing, you can initiate withdrawal. And don't forget, our withdrawal is within 24 hours. Now, you're going to be getting that money in your Trust Wallet or in your Binance. Now, don't forget that there is a charges. Also, if you are withdrawing from the system, you have 2% charges deducted from you in the system. If you want to log in, go to account.digit10pro.org/initialize. Now, that is how to log into the back office for now in the system. And this is an account that is active. Now, you can see this account has earned 132 DTP, that is 132 USDT. And the advancement money is actually still there for this person to advance to the next stage. Now, this money cannot be withdrawn. This advancement fund can never be withdrawn, but this token earnings can actually be withdrawn. You can see. So that's how it works. So you can see now you come to this page activation. to actually activate and move to the next stage. Now you can see now, once you have registered into the system, now those people will formulate your same system from digit 1 to digit 10. That is a follow me matrix. That means the people that push you out of digit 1 are still the same person that will push you out of digit 10, because it's a follow me matrix. Now look, if you look at this genealogy, you can get that through the network. If you click on network here, if you come to this network, you see genealogy. Once you click on it, definitely, even if you don't know who the person that comes under you, the contact of that person will actually be showing on your genealogy. So you can actually call the person to actually formulate and form a teamwork, because if you actually work with all the 12 person under you, definitely all of you are going to be moving from digit 1, digit 2, digit 3, digit 4 up to digit 10. So there is a teamwork here. We want a teamwork, because a follow me matrix comes with a teamwork, and the entire number you need in the system is already there in your genealogy. Just go there, you see the contact number of that person. And when it comes to DTP, everything are in details. You can go there to see how money are even dropping to your back office. You can go there. So action is the foundation key to all success. Don't forget that there is a promo ongoing, whereby if you register between now and 4th January, comes May, when our token is going to be launched, you are going to be getting 500 DTP token free of charge. Now, for every member of the DTP community. Now, the advert placement, for those that want to start running Facebook advert, is ready. This design is actually for advert. DIGIT10PRO, the next Bitcoin, 2022 crypto changes, sign up for free. Now, when you come to this sign up for free, you now have to put your link. Now, let me show you one of the things that we have prepared down for you guys. You can see this is one of the landing page that have been prepared down for this process. Now, look at this. This is the landing page that have actually been prepared. Now, we have put up time there. You can actually set up time for it. And each time anybody comes to this landing page, what are they looking at? They look at this, because this is actually what they're going to be using to run advert either on Facebook, Google Ads, and the rest. Once they are looking at it and they want to sign up, they come to it. So let me just click on sign up free. You look at, you can say, will have linked up your referral link to it. And when they come here, they can actually see that they can actually log into the system, and they can register with your link. Once they register already, anytime they activate their account, they comes under your tree in the system. So that is how far we've gone so far on this. Then you also have a lot of design that a lot of people can actually use. It doesn't come with any number, so everybody is free to actually use it and start using it for their personal business. So you can see now that this is actually what everybody can actually use and move their business from to the world. Now, that is what we need to know for tonight. So if you have any question for tonight, you can raise up your hand for questions. If you have any question, you can raise up your hand for question. This is a question time. If you have any question. All right, this is the question time. If you have any question, you can raise up your hand for question. Question time. Let me check. Okay, this is the question time. If you have any question, you can raise up your hand. You can raise up your hand if you have any questions for tonight. Okay, while we are waiting for that, I think is Mr. Glory around? Mr. Azubuke, thanks for coming tonight. Yes, let me give you time to say one or two things. Mr. Azubuke, you have the floor, sir. Mr. Zubi, you have the floor. Mr. Zubi.
Hello.
Yes, sir, we can hear you now.
Hello.
Yes, sir, we can hear you now.
Okay. Good evening, all.
Good evening, sir.
Okay. Well, I don't know. The house is very full today, but honestly speaking, DIGIT10PRO is a program that can actually define our 2022. It's a program that when you look at it critically, in fact, you will be marveled. Now, someone just did a sign up. He signed up one person, and that person he signed up another person. Now, the person called me and said he has earned $16. He said, how? I said, just for signing one person and the person signing another one, I've made $16. That's, in fact, the guy was so much excited that, wow, that simply means that the more people that he signed up, the more money he makes. Okay, yes. So this opportunity is amazing. For me, I have told myself that between now and end of January, I should at least, if not up to 50 direct. I did a calculation with someone this evening, getting 50 persons. Now, these 50 persons activating each level, man, at level 4, you're already a multi-millionaire. All right. So I don't think this program is anything that we need to joke with. It's a serious business. All right. Now, so before even the coin will be launched, we are already financially free. So it will be very easy for us to integrate into the coin without having to borrow money, without having to look for money. We are already having money to buy this coin. Because the community is already built, it will give the coin value. Okay, usability is actually what drives value. All right. So the more people that use our coin, that simply means that the coin will gain value. All right. Who say when in 2009 when Bitcoin came, it was less than $1. And today, if you have one Bitcoin, you can build a 3-bedroom bungalow comfortably, well furnished. All right. So who says in the next 1 year, 2 years, our DTP could be the next Bitcoin? Don't joke with this opportunity. Is something that you need to be part of. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you for coming online tonight. I have also Mr. Imo Friday. Mr. Imo Friday, my partner in crypto. Mr. Imo Friday.
Good evening, all.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Yeah. In fact, he has said it all. I really don't want to say much, but I will say a lot. But I'm not saying much. I'm in crypto. I've been in the crypto space, and a lot has been going on. Let me just this year was NFT year, and next year will be metaverse year, and Web3. If you understand how cryptocurrency works, nobody can actually predict so much. So I actually will not say if you miss Bitcoin or if you add Bitcoin, the fact still remain as long as it is digital. Chances are DTP could make you $1 billion, honestly speaking. Every night I sleep, I if by this time next year, be that we now have up to 10,000 members joining, and you are among the pioneering team connecting now. Just imagine how much you'll be making so far. That's the point exactly. So if you are here and you're here to get your account activated, I will encourage you to go back to the person that refer you to this Zoom and get activated instantly. And don't just activate, get yours also 3%. All you need, just get 3% to join you and tell the 3% to do the same. And while you support everybody, spillover will be dropping into everybody's account without thinking. So that is just what I want to say. Let's put our mind together and let's promote this and build our own community that will empower us in the next 1 year. It's only in cryptocurrency you can wake up overnight and become a billionaire. Forget, without killing anybody, without stealing, you can become a millionaire overnight. It's just positioning yourself with the right community, with the right team, and that is all it takes. Thank you so much, Prince. That is all for now.
All right, thank you, Mr. Imo, for tonight. Like I said, our program is just 1 hour every Wednesdays and Sunday for now. And comes next year, we're going to be starting our daily Zoom, whereby we'll be having different top leaders from all over the world coming on board to actually take over the presentation. While myself, I'm also going to be there as a support for all these days, because we want to ensure that the entire system, the entire members of the ecosystem get all the marketing tools they needed to also be able to send this message across to all their loved ones and all their prospects. Now, one of the things we are trying to build more is that by next year, we are going to start fully our e-commerce training, that a lot of people will actually be seeing it. And you can see that a lot of market persons, a lot of people that are selling commodity will actually want to join you, because they know that at the end of the day, they come into the system, they will earn. The system will have made them to become rich. Not only that, they get a value to promote their personal business. Not only that, they have a marketplace that they can actually trade, where a lot of people can actually see their market. And don't forget that the usability and acceptability will have been there, whereby they can actually accept DTP for a commodity exchange. Okay, I'm seeing one hand here. Mr. David, you can unmute yourself. Mr. David, you can unmute yourself.
Hello, good evening, everybody. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Okay, yeah. Thank you for this wonderful opportunity you've given us. I have actually activated my package, and I'm really enjoying the kind of earnings I'm getting. It's really just as you've been saying it. It's interesting. It's real. I noticed something which I tried to draw the attention of the person who invited me into it. So she was actually going to get back to me, but she has not. Now, what I noticed is that I said, I tried to activate the two-factor authentication on my account. I noticed
it's not yet active. It's not yet active. Yes. It's not yet active.
It's what?
It's not yet active.
Okay.
Hello? It's not yet. Hello, I can hear you. It's not yet active. That two factors authentication is not yet active. Yes,
good.
Yes, it's not yet active. They are working on it.
Yeah.
We are aware.
Okay. Okay. Then secondly, my second question is now. Okay. The question I have is, I have filled my level of DIGIT1 and filled in, like, I've activated my first level of DIGIT1, and my second level of DIGIT1 is also almost completed. Now, the question I have is, by the time I complete that and get activated into DIGIT2, now, those people that you said I will always carry along in my DIGIT1 and DIGIT2, does that mean that I will have to wait for them to complete their octet, or sorry, rather their leg, and come and join me? Or it's a different set of people? I don't understand that entry into DIGIT2.
Yes. Now you've entered DIGIT2. That means your first level and second level is already filled up. Now, by the time the third level is filled up, it will move your first level into DIGIT2. Are you getting the system now?
No, I didn't get that.
Okay, let's assume your first level is 3 persons. Your second level is 9 persons. That is your level 1 and level 2. Now, that has moved you to DIGIT2, because by the time you are having 9 persons on your level 2, it will give you advancement money to actually activate and move to the next level. Now, you are now in DIGIT2, then, which means that you are expecting the 12 to meet you in DIGIT2. By the time each of the 3, your first level, their first level is already completed, because each of them has 3 under them. By the time they also are now getting their 9, that means their level 2 also has been completed. Then they will join you in your DIGIT2, because under you, there is no that person that comes to DIGIT2. who will appear there will be somebody that has entered DIGIT2. And based on follow me metrics, now we said it is not only the people you brought into the system that appears under you. Your partners that is up, or your upline, like we always said in the system, will also be using his or her own link for people to register. So each time people are activating, it goes to the next line. Okay, now if you have completed your level 1, level 2, and somebody still use your referral that they want to register, the person will start filling up another person's leg. Now, the only benefit, because like we said in the system, we don't want to at the same time discourage people not to refer, at the same time discourage those that are referring. And that was why we have advancement in the system, whereby as people are moving from one level to another, you will be enjoying advancement 10% referral from them, which means in most of the matches that we've seen so far, there has never been anyone that, as you are moving from one level to another, who refer you in the system will still be earning from your payments. No, and because we want to encourage people that are referring. So if you end up recruiting another 20% or 30% through you, they form the third level and people joins them. Don't forget that those people you are bringing on board, by the time they also are seeing money, they will also have 1 or 2 person. And the concept of this business is that everybody should bring their 3 on board. Now, by the time they are having more than 3, at the same time, as those people are moving to the next level, you will also be earning 10% of their activation, which means it's not only what you are to earn normally, which is level 1, level 2 that you are expecting. You are expecting activation, 10% activation of all this money, or of all these people, as they are moving from their digits 1 to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to 10 in the system. So I am focusing more on recruiting, bringing more people to the ecosystem than looking at the tree, because each time they click on my link to register, it feels itself to the next person to move me to the next stage. So if somebody A or B or C is weak and they are left behind, then definitely my link is going to ensure that it fill up those places, not that the link will not be going to where this level, because the concept is follow me metrics. I hope you understand that.
Okay, yeah, let me reiterate what you just said, that if I'm correct. Now, what you mean in essence is that now by the time I move to level 2, I will be at level 2 waiting for any of those in my digit 1 level 2 to come and join me. If they are not coming, when I begin to get more people, it begins to fill in their leg so that to bring them onto my own level 2, correct?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay.
So now the benefit of you doing that for them is they enjoy the level bonus, but don't forget that with them and those people you are bringing on board, you will enjoy the advancement level. And the advancement level is far, far more than the level itself. Because if you check all the 3, imagine you bringing 20% on board and all the 20 are scaled through to digit 2 at their own level. All of them are not appear under you because you only need your first 12. But as all of them are entering digit 2 at their own time, 10% will be coming to you, will be coming to your account. So I'm looking at recruiting a lot of people with my link, coming on board under me. It helps a lot of people under my team. Everybody moves up. But one thing is that there is nobody that will hang in the system that will not bring somebody, because the testimony will actually, like somebody they are talking about today, earn $16 in just one day, just referring one person that refer another person. Now, will the person not show it to person and bring a lot of people on board? So by the time everybody has a testimony, because when they are ready to bring in a lot of people into the system, they comes under the people you have referred. So the people you have referred will also enjoy their work. No, they also will be happy to go and bring another person. Another person will enjoy it, will be happy. So by that time, the system will not float. And what would have encouraged you that are recruiting is that you are seeing more money than them. So you will not be discouraged that you are just working for them. So we look at the system in a way that it's not going to affect one party or the other. And everybody that are coming to the system as a pioneer are being carried along, because most of the system is people get to scared about joining them is that, no, once I can grow without you, then definitely you can be left out in the business. Mr. David, I think that is clear enough.
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much. If you have any other question or anybody has any other question, you can raise up your hand before we round it up. We have already spent extra 4 minutes. Now, I want to say this for those that will already be coming to our Wednesdays and also Sundays event. Please, the same link. We are not changing the link. The only thing is that time. Now, you can also edit it from today and send it to your prospect and follow it up. Don't wait until when somebody has to call you. We are always being live 5 minutes before the time. That is 5 minutes to 8. We are always live. So let's ensure that we send it to a lot of people and get them on board. Don't forget, we have up to 4th of January for those people that want to come in to enjoy in May 500 free token in May. And there is no how our token will come below $1 to 1 USDT. So definitely that is $500 coming their way in May, or because they sign up between now and January. So if you know anybody, 4th of January, if you know anybody, this is an open opportunity for entire system as a pioneer to actually come on board now and enjoy the system. The training of the e-commerce is kicking off next year by God's grace. And already, as you have seen, our landing page is ready. We'll start duplicating it to a lot of people and we'll start making the massive money. Don't forget, our aim is to build the ecosystem of usability and acceptability of our coin. Thank you so much for tonight. Thank you, everybody. And we'll see you again on Wednesday. Don't forget, this is DIGIT10PRO, not just a digital, not just crypto, but the future of total freedom. Thank you for tonight and see you on Wednesday. Thank you, Mr. Azubuke, Mr. Imo. Thank you so much. Madam Eunice.
Thank you, Prince.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for coming on board.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Yes, sir.